I'm making bagel pizzas, Merlin. You know what that means. This boy gets pepperonis. Get your pepperonis. And 3 for free. Here. Set. Oh, he's giving me the paw already. I was going to make a catch it, but he's already giving me shakes. I didn't even extend my hand out yet. What a gentleman. I love you so much, Merlin Puckle. You're my best friend. More people should be like you. And your sister that came before you. But scratch. I'm so glad that you got, I don't want to say forced upon me, but I saw you in the Facebook post one day that said he needs to find a home tonight where he's going to a shelter in the morning. And I seen how toot you were all curled up in your little bed. And I was thinking about my Nene and how much I missed her. She passed away about a year and a half before I got you. Because cancer's a bitch. I'm gonna solve this Merlin Puckle. I was like, well, he needs a home. And I miss having somebody to go on walks with. As you vacuuming up the little bits of cheese I spilled whenever I was grating it. Puppy. Is my Roomba. There. This is just gonna melt to the pan anyway. Oh, screw it. There. Give him a little pepperoni cheesy wrap. That's it. What a good boy. I didn't realize how much I was going to need you in my life whenever I went and picked you up from Toys R Us. And I didn't know how bad you needed out to where you was either. You just said that the landlord said that there was too many dogs. And they had to get rid of one. And then they told me you lived on a farm. And I was confused. Because I don't know landlords that rent out whole farms. But I went and I picked you up. And you were scared. And you were real quiet and nervous. Because your mama and your grandma came. Gave me your leash. Gave me your harness. And then out of the car popped you. And you looked a little frazzled. Because I guess you didn't do car rides very well. And they was pumping you full of treats for the ride down. And they drove a long way. Watch out, pup. I'm going to stick these in the oven. Excuse me, ma'am. How about my lettuce is starting to go bad, so I'm going to have a salad. So. And that means you're probably going to get a little bit of canned chicken. Puppy dog. That's like your favorite snack ever. It looks gross, but it's yummy. Ooh. This is like the best salad topper ever. Like instant protein. Oh, but my little boy. My little Roomba. Oh, bibs. I got cheese stick. But they came in to drop you off. And you hopped up in my truck, because that was back when I had my Chandra. Oh my goodness, Marm. Can I get a couple bites of my cheese stick before I go view some? Here, we'll split it. Cheese stick for boy. Lay down. Lay down. Roll over. Do a roll over. Marm. Oh, come on. I get it. Shake, yes. Lay down. Roll over. Oh my goodness, perfect boy. And you was scared to death. You were kind of almost even freaking me out. You was just sitting in the passenger seat of my Tundra, shivering. I was all excited because I was like, yeah, you caught a new friend. And you were scared to death because you didn't know what was going on. You were only like 6 or 7. You were just a little kid. You've lived as long with me as you have with them at this point. Love bug. But I will never forget the night that I brought you home. Because we pulled in my driveway and I opened up my car door and you went tear-assing across the seat, across my lap, and down and out of the truck. And I was scared to death because you took off and you are black and it was nighttime and I could not see you for crap. And the highway was right up at the end of the street. And I went from being anxious and excited to absolutely terrified. And you were running like crazy, and I was in a full sprint because panic and adrenaline. And that was back when, oh my goodness, that was back whenever I could run. Like, run. Like, panic, run, and fear run. I'm a little bit worse for wear now, but it's still got her when I need to. And I chased you up and down the street for about 25 minutes and felt like I was going to die. Like the next breath I took was my lungs was going to pop out of my eyeballs. And 2 houses up, I lost sight of you. And I was like, oh no. Oh my God. I just brought a dog home. And he took off. What do I do? He needs to have a bed to sleep in tonight. And he's got a leash and a harness on with no tags. You were undocumented, Merm. And then I saw you. Well, I heard you. Because you crashed. And you ran up one of the neighbor's driveways thinking it was a road. And it was all fenced in and closed off with a retaining wall. And there was like a shed back there. And a garden. And thank goodness that fence was all closed off. Because you were like a caged animal trying to tear free, buddy. And chase you around the shed in circles like in the cartoons. And oh my goodness, I think you ran into the wall and then you took off and tried to jump over the fence. It was just a little bit too high. Is that a tick? Ah! My goodness. You tried to jump over the fence, but you got stuck. The fence was too high, and you fell back down on your butt. And I came running over and I scooped you up and carried you inside. And my heart was pounding probably harder than it was whenever I was getting mismanaged medications and having heart palpitations. Butt slap. Oh, memories. And that was the night that I brought Merm home. And you're super timid and super scared. And after that whole fiasco where I realized that, oh my goodness, that fence in the neighbor's yard was like an 8-foot fence. And you almost got over it. And it was off of a hill, too. So for the first, month that I let you out to pee, I let you out on a leash. I walked you around the yard. I wonder if I still have it. Yep. Ace wraps, toe straps, collars, leashes. This was the harness he was wearing the day I got him. Thank goodness it was a harness and not like a regular collar. Because he fought like I just looped a mountain lion or something with one of those animal control loop sticks. I don't know what they're called. My goodness. You fought like hell that night, Merm. Once we brought you inside, you didn't eat nothing for 2 days. Wouldn't take no treats. Wouldn't come up on the couch. And you were acting funny. And then though you were scared, they were in somewhere new. You felt like you got kidnapped. You're like, where's my family? Who are these weird people? Oh, I never set a timer for those. Oh, they're already about ready. Do them another 5. Oh my goodness, Merm. You was so scared and so timid. And then I find out that the place that you came from, there was a man that you lived with that was not nice to you. He did terrible, horrible things. And it explained a lot why you acted the way you did. Because for like a whole 2 weeks, you wouldn't get up on my bed or nothing. You wouldn't hop up on the couch. You just kind of curled up and on the floor in the crook of the sectional. And then occasionally you would pop up on there, and when I would walk into the room, you would hop off of the sectional and go lay back down on the floor in the crook of it and act all scared and tuck your tail in between your legs, or you would go hide underneath the table just for sitting on the couch. Until I taught you it was okay. And A day or two later, for the very first time, I will never forget. I came home from work and went and got undressed in my bedroom and put on a pair of basketball shorts and wiped my face off with a rag, my arms, and got all the work dust off of me. And the sun was shining through the window. It was super duper nice. I stretched out and started taking a nap after work. Oh, look at this cuddle bug. Oh my goodness. And I stretched out on that bed, and then I heard my door pop open because it wasn't shut the whole way. I hear a little click clack of Merlin nails coming across the floor. And ever so timidly, you hopped up on the bed, came over, and snuggled right up against me and laid your head on my shoulder and across my neck. And that was the first nap we ever took together. I'll never forget that, Mom. That was for the first time in 2 years. I had the puppy cuddled up next to me on the bed. And that was the best feeling ever. And I got so excited, but I was scared to move or do anything because you were still a little timid about being on the furniture. But now every single night, you're my snuggle butt. You're the best weighted blanket, the best space heater. Oh my goodness, you're so good for that. You got like a high body temperature for a dog. That's perfect because I got like a low body temperature for a human. Mine's like a whole degree lower than it should be. A weird body. Weird things happen. I ain't a normal merm. But that's okay, because you aren't a normal dog. By any means. You were a crazy goofball, just like your dad. And we're perfect for each other. I think Father Yaw saw that you were in a bad situation, and I was in a bad situation, and went, they're both crazy goofballs. We're going to stick them together. Ooh. You heard the timer, huh? That's why you're just looking at me. Yeah, you're walking straight towards that oven. You know what that beep was. That beep means you're going to get snacks. Oh my goodness. Oh, those look perfect. You gonna have a pizza bagel with me in a minute, puppy? I'll give you bites. Probably not gonna give you a whole one. I don't think your belly would like that very much. And you did just eat. And you're getting a little bit chonky from all that 13th birthday loving that you got. Oh my goodness, we celebrated your birthday for like 2 straight weeks, Marm. You was getting snacks after snacks. But that's what we do. Can't be living good if you ain't eating good. Huh. Do go work on sleep. That's about that. But yeah. That's Merlin's little impromptu. I don't know what warranted that. But that makes for a good video, huh? About 20 minutes. It's about how long they go. Making pizza bagels and telling Merm's origin story. Oh, when was that? What year? I can't remember if it was 2017 or 18. And I was told that you were either 6 or 7 whenever I got you. They didn't even know how old this little Merm was. They didn't pay him no attentions. How could you not know how old your puppy is? So you're 13. Let's do the math on that real quick. Still in 25. You were 6 or 7 whenever I got you. I don't have a calculator and I'm bad at math. My brain's all poop from this week. Well, the vet said you were 6 or 7 years old too whenever I got you, because I asked her, because I didn't know. They said that seems about right. Told me it could be either or. Look at him. 13 years old. Look at all that life. That's what love does to a pup. Oh my goodness. He's a senior dog, but he's a teenager. He's still a little puppy in my heart. He is. And you're a damn horse on the leash. Holy crap, I should put you in the damn Iditarod. Oh, we couldn't do that. He's missing too much fur. And this short-haired. Well, another fun little Merm story real quick before we end this one. A little bonus story for the end. Since you ran on the leash whenever I first got you, and you hauled my ass around everywhere, and oh my goodness, there was one time where I was running through a field with him and I tripped, and he kept hauling ass, and it was like I went from a running right behind him to 150-pound dead weight, and you didn't stop. You dug in and drug me like 20 feet through the mud and wet grass. It was crazy. Oh, you need some new Wawas, pup. I'll hook you up. That isn't a tick, is it? Piece of fuzz. I haven't been finding none on you. I think that tick medicine's working. It's gooby. Yeah, but that quick little extra bonus story. I, since you hauled ass everywhere on the leash, I thought about this when I brought up the whole Iditarod thing. I figured, oh, I'm going to make it easier on myself. He can go farther if I'm on a bike. And we tried that. And you pulled me out of the driveway. And we had like an average speed of 40. No, we were honestly probably going about 25 mile an hour. You were cruising, Merm. And I took everything in my power to make that turn at the bottom of the street with you. I had to yank on your harness to get you to turn because you were going straight, and I was like, oh my god, we're going to go flying down this hill, and I'm either going to run you over or I'm going to get hit by a car. And cut a hard left, cruising up into the neighborhood, or headed up in towards the neighborhood. And you were on my left side, Merm, and there was a sign right at the playground that said slow kids at play. The way I just worded that sign sounded mean. But you caught a smell off something on that sign right as we were passing it, and you cut hard right. And the leash got wrapped up in the front wheel, and I went right over the handlebars, doing like 20, ate crap, and you dragged my bike across the road right over to that sign. And I know that had to have jerked you hard. I was like, I gasped because I thought I was going to run you over. I was like, Merlin! And then tore my t-shirt, skinned up my shoulder, skinned up my chin, my arm, my elbow. You tore me up. Yes, you did. You're so perfect. Oh my goodness. So that was the last time that we ever went out on the bike. I think the next time I have you out with my bike, I think you're going to be in a duo sport behind it, maybe in another 5 years. Huh. There's the bonus story. Stories. Because you got the one and him dragging me through the field down South Greensburg Park. Wiggle butt. There's a little Shabbat story for you guys. It's time to say prayer. Ate some dinners. It's getting late. It's time to go. It's about normal bedtime, I guess. It's about 11. Got out of work at 4 today. That seems to be about how she goes. It's hard to break from the routine. Come home, relax, take a shower, make a video, or call somebody, and then go for a long walk and eat dinner and go to bed at 11. It's like I said, we gotta work on sleeping, puppy. We gotta change that schedule up. I'm gonna figure out how to get you out for a good long walk. Still be able to get to bed. I'm so tired. It's been a very long, exhausting week. But I'm looking forward to spending the rest of my weekend with this perfect boy. Yes, I am. It's so perfect. It's so perfect. Yes. Gonna wake up tomorrow about 8 o'clock. Take a shower. Go for a walk. And come home, make some breakfast. I'm gonna take a big puppy nap. I am looking forward to that puppy nap on that recliner with the sun coming through that window and be all warm from Merlin in my lap and that sun hitting me. I will pass right out and take a nice hour and a half, 2 hour weekend puppy nap. I live for that nap, the Shabbat nap. From about 12 to 1:30. Sometimes 2. Oh, okay, my bagel pizza is about cooled off right now. Shabbat shalom, everyone. I hope everybody has a good weekend.